Hello everyone and welcome back to lesson 25 of my English videos. Today we're going to talk about articles. What are articles? Articles are words that define a noun as specific or unspecific. For example, after the long day, the cup of tea tasted particularly good. By using the article the, we've shown that it was one specific day that was long and one specific cup of tea that tasted good. Look at the next example. After a long day, a cup of tea tastes particularly good. By using the article a, we've created a general statement implying that any cup of tea would taste good after any long day. Types of articles. English has two types of articles, definite and indefinite. The definite article. The definite article is the word the. It limits the meaning of a noun to one particular thing. For example, your friend might ask, "Are you going to the party this weekend?" The definite article tells you that your friend is referring to a specific party that both of you know about. The definite article can be used with singular, plural, or uncountable nouns. Look at the following examples. Please give me the hammer. Please give me the red hammer, the blue one is too small. Please give me the nail. Please give me the large nail, it's the only one strong enough to hold this painting. Please give me the hammer and the nail. So in all these examples, the word the shows that we're talking about something specific. So in the first example, when I say, "Please give me the hammer," I'm talking about the hammer, not the screwdriver. In the second example, the word the is used to indicate the red hammer, not the blue one. In the third example, the word the is used to indicate the nail, not the hammer. In the fourth example, the word the is used to indicate the large nail and not the small one. And in the fifth example, the word the is used to indicate the hammer and the nail, not the screwdriver. The indefinite article. The indefinite article takes two forms. It's the word a when it precedes a word that begins with a consonant, and it's the word an when it precedes a word that begins with a vowel. The indefinite article indicates that a noun refers to a general idea rather than a particular thing. For example, you might ask your friend, "Should I bring a gift to the party?" Your friend will understand that you are not asking about a specific type of gift or a specific item, because you said a gift. "I am going to bring an apple pie," your friend tells you. Again, the indefinite article indicates that she is not talking about a specific apple pie. She said an apple pie. Your friend probably doesn't even have any pie yet. The indefinite article only appears with singular nouns. Look at the following examples. Please hand me a book. Any book will do. Please hand me an autobiography. Any autobiography will do. Could you give me a pencil? Could you give me an eraser? In examples 1 and 3, we have the article a because they're followed by nouns that begin with consonants, b and p. In examples 2 and 4, the indefinite article an is followed by a noun that begins with a vowel, a and e. Exceptions: choosing a or an. There are a few exceptions to the general rule of using a before words that start with consonants and an before words that begin with vowels. The first letter of the word honor, for example, is a consonant, but it's unpronounced. So H is a consonant, and in this word, it's silent. In spite of its spelling, the word honor begins with a vowel sound, therefore we use an. Look at the following examples. It's incorrect to say, "My mother is an honest woman." Instead, we say, "My mother is an honest woman." Similarly, when the first letter of a word is a vowel but is pronounced with a consonant sound, we use a, as in the sample sentence below. It's incorrect to say, "She is an United States Senator." Instead, we say, "She is a United States Senator." This holds true with acronyms and initialisms too. An LCD display, a UK-based company, an HR department, a URL. Article before an adjective. Sometimes an article modifies a noun that is also modified by an adjective. The usual word order is article plus adjective plus noun. If the article is indefinite, choose a or an based on the word that immediately follows it. Here are some examples. Eliza will bring a small gift to Sophie's party. I heard an interesting story yesterday. The tallest girl in the room is my niece. So in example 1, we used a, which is an indefinite article, because it's followed by a word that starts with a consonant, s. In example 2, we used an, which is an indefinite article as well, because it's followed by a word that begins with a vowel, I. In example 3, we used the, which is a definite article, because we're talking about a specific person. The tallest girl in the room is my niece. Indefinite articles with uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns are nouns that are either difficult or impossible to count. Uncountable nouns include intangible things, for example, information, air, liquids, for example, milk, wine, and things that are too large or numerous to count, for example, equipment, sand, and wood. Because these things can't be counted, you should never use a or an with them. Remember, the indefinite article is only for singular nouns. Uncountable nouns can be modified by words like some, however. Look at the following examples. Water is an uncountable noun and should not be used with the indefinite article. It's incorrect to say, please give me a water, and it's correct to say, please give me some water, because water is uncountable. However, if you describe the water in terms of countable units, like bottles, you can use the indefinite article. Look at the following examples. It's correct to say, please give me a bottle of water, because here we're using a for bottle, which is countable. But it's incorrect to say, please give me an ice, since ice is also uncountable. It's correct to say, please give me an ice cube, since cubes are countable. And it's also correct to say, please give me some ice, since ice is uncountable. Note that depending on the context, some nouns can be countable or uncountable. For example, hair, noise, and time. Look at the following examples. We need a light in this room. We need some light in this room. I have seen this movie many times. I need some time to think. So if you compare the first and second example, the word light has two different meanings, depending on the context. In example 1, we need a light in this room. It means a light bulb or a light fixture. But in example 2, we need some light in this room. It's the light that's uncountable, like natural light. Look at examples 3 and 4. In example 3, I have seen this movie many times. We're talking about the number of times this movie has been seen. But in example number 4, I need some time to think. This is when time is uncountable, since it's not a certain number of times, it's an amount of time. Using articles with pronouns. Possessive pronouns can help identify whether you're talking about specific or non-specific items. As we've seen, articles also indicate specificity. But if you use both a possessive pronoun and an article at the same time, readers will become confused. Possessive pronouns are words like his, my, our, its, her, and their. Articles should not be used with pronouns. Look at the following examples. It's incorrect to say, why are you reading the my book? The and my should not be used together since they are both meant to modify the same noun. Instead, you should use one or the other, depending on the intended meaning. It's correct to say, "Why are you reading the book?" or "Why are you reading my book?" Omission of articles. Occasionally, articles are omitted altogether before certain nouns. In these cases, the article is implied but not actually present. This implied article is sometimes called a zero article. Often, the article is omitted before nouns that refer to abstract ideas. Here are some examples. It's incorrect to say, "Let's go out for a dinner tonight." Instead, we say, "Let's go out for dinner tonight." It's incorrect to say that creativity is a valuable quality in children. Instead, we say, "Creativity is a valuable quality in children." Many languages and nationalities are not preceded by an article. For example, it's incorrect to say, "I studied the French in high school for 4 years." Instead, we say, "I studied French in high school for 4 years." It's also incorrect to say, "The Turkish people are very patriotic." Instead, we say, "Turkish people are very patriotic," because we're not talking about specific Turkish people, we're talking about Turkish people in general. Sports and academic subjects do not require articles. For example, it's incorrect to say, "I like to play the baseball." Instead, we say, "I like to play baseball." It's also incorrect to say, "My sister was always good at the math." Instead, we say, "My sister was always good at math." That's it for today. I hope you liked today's video. Thanks for watching. As always, see you in the next one.